They're fired up and they're ready. Remember, Ireland have lost their last two in the Guinness Women's Six Nations against Italy. Italy had won just one of the previous 16 before that. Well, two of Italy's 3 wins against Ireland have come in Parma, the other last year. And there is the Italian team. Sara Tunesi starts at blindside flanker with Francesca Scorbini moving to open side in the front row. Vittoria Vecchini is recalled at hooker, joining Silvia Turani at loosehead, and Gaia Maris, who earns a first start of the championship at tight head. Italy's second highest point scorer ever, Michela Sillery, returns. In the back three, Francesca Granzotto is at fullback with Aro Muzzo, who won her 50th cap last weekend, continuing on the wing. Alyssa Dinkin changes position in order to accommodate Sillery. For Ireland, of their 3 changes, 2 of them are in the pack. Captain Adele McMahon is in from the start today. She celebrated her birthday last Tuesday along with Aoife Wafer in the other change to the pack. Fiona Tuitt replaces Dorothy Wall in the second row. McMahon obviously is the captain. Aimeen Riley takes over from Emily Lane at scrum half in the only change to the backline, a backline that can really do damage if it gets going, Ciara.
Absolutely, some really strong attacking threats there, really able to cut space and identify space, so it'll be exciting to see them get on ball today and hope to keep that ball in hand and just back themselves in contact.
And there is the substitutes bench. It is a strong bench for Ireland, isn't it? Especially when you consider Dorothy Wall can come off that bench.
Absolutely, I thought Dorothy Wall was immense last week, really led that line out well and was instrumental in the 2 Maul tries, so I think she'll make a massive impact off the bench today.
Italy have lost each of their last 3 Guinness Women's Six Nations matches at home, but have lost 4 in a row at home just once since 2011. Ella Goldsmith, the referee, in charge today. Well, last week Ireland got some plaudits. This week they just want the win.
Absolutely, it's a game they have to target. They need to get points on the board, so I'm sure it'll be all guns blazing today to make sure to get that result.
That maybe puts a bit of pressure on Ireland, because last week nothing would have been expected outside the group. This week people are looking and saying, well, you could have beat France, so you should beat Italy.
Exactly. They fired some shots last week. We just need to see those executed better today.
Stefanen gets us underway, winning her 21st cap. Italy in the blue, Ireland in the green, as if that needed clarification. Dan O'Brien. It's a teasing bounce for Italy, but they do get their hands on it. Waiting and making the tackle was Erin King. And Ireland get the penalty, and that's a really good start. Italy not releasing.
Very good body position by King there, getting fast and low over the ball, really securing that turnover. Nice position here for Ireland to set in an attack and hopefully get a good line out.
Erin King, born in Australia, raised in Blessington and played for Naas. A mix of Australia, Kildare and Wicklow. Dan O'Brien of Carlow. Into the corner it goes. We're close enough to it, and it's a line out for Ireland.
To your team, check. Yeah,
Really questioning a tackle here.
Just coming to the screen now.
Our TMO is Aaron Patterson of New Zealand.
Yeah, you can play.
And that screen is in the corner, and that's where Ella Goldsmith has to go. Well, that's what they're looking at. The arms were wrapped, but was it high, I suppose, is maybe the question or the debate for the officials.
Because the blue tackler is upright. For me, this reaches the yellow card threshold. Do you agree?
Blue tackler's upright. Backhand was dipping into the tackle, but it still slid up.
Okay, can you just grab the number?
Still head impact.
Okay. So the mark will be back on the 10. We'll ask if they want to play that penalty, and we can go for the line out down there. But it's blue number 4, that yellow card and off-field review. Okay, so I have a decision.
So here is the decision. Ireland looking for an early boost. Well, not looking for it, but they might get it.
We do have head contact. There is foul play because she's upright, so it reaches the yellow card threshold and an off-field review. So I'll ask.
And into the bunker it goes.
Penalty there, or would you like to continue with this line out? Yeah.
Not the start Italy we were looking for.
Just wait till we're set. Please just wait.
Disappointing start for Federici. Very experienced today, her 60th cap. 32 years old. Jones. Ireland used them all really well against France last week. They're looking to do it again against Italy. They are gaining ground. They always look dangerous in these positions. Wafer is stuck in the middle of it all, as you would expect. The ball has disappeared from our view, but Ireland very much have it under control, and they're very, very close. They might have to go with the back line here. Riley went shortish. Jones couldn't find a way through, but they will recycle. Riley, who's got good delivery. She's got Ruth Campbell with her, but that's not the option she goes with. Riley, they try and crash over. Is that Nebo Dowd carrying? Again, they recycle. Riley getting it going very quickly. They're just popping up and going again, popping up and going again. Riley might take it on herself. No, she gives it off there to Fiona Chute. Riley. Ireland go deeper. There is space out wide. It's a fumble, but the ball is still on the Irish side. Can she find a way through? Aoife Dalton. Aoife Dalton, good try. Well, they lost it, but lost it backwards. Aoife Dalton kept her head, kept her composure, and has now put Ireland in front.
Very good recovery there by Dalton. She still had a lot of work to do when she got that ball. Good footwork and nice drive at the line. I think it was a good option to go wide from that. Italy had a very good solid defence around that breakdown. So it was just it was energy zapping, and they saw the space out wide. Good option taken there.
We've got no shot clock, ladies, so we'll have to keep that time ourselves.
It's one of those funny things that you look at that in the review and say there was a mistake. At the same time, it ended up as a try.
Exactly. Just not snapping the head to see who's off your shoulder. Just passing without looking, but look, it's still recovered. We'll take the points.
Ireland taking full advantage of the little bit of extra space that was opened up by Italy having a player in the bin. And here's Dan O'Brien.
20 seconds, kicker. 20 seconds. That started late.
That looks like a decent kick. Oh, it's excellent from Dan O'Brien. A normal service has been restored for the Tullow woman, whose radar was a little bit off the tee last week, but it's back this week.
Absolutely, that would do the world a good massive confidence boost there. Very good execution, and she was involved in 2 key areas in that play, so great start for O'Brien.
Well, Higgins' pass was fumbled into the path of Dalton, who no doubt saw it coming because she's a radiographer. She can see through these things, she can anticipate them. Wafer carrying again, she'll do it all day.
Release!
Didn't realise she was as into music as she is. She said that anything she does, she wants to do it well, including rugby and music.
Hold!
Riley, O'Brien to clear. Good hang time on that kick. Italy don't kick as much from open play. They were kind of known for it. They hang on to the ball a little bit more now, and hanging on to it there was the winger Dinka, who's a bit of a magician, can find space where there's very little. Ireland making the tackles. Getting in there was Aoife Dalton. Did the attacking work a couple of minutes ago, did the defensive work there.
Over here by Higgins.
Fantastic work. Riley helped on by Jones. Good hands. Flood was there as well. And there's a bit of space on the wing, and Aoife Wafer looks to exploit it. This is good running by Wafer. Has a runner on her shoulder. That's McMahon, or King, I beg your pardon. Wafer. O'Brien into the hands of Higgins. Dalton. O'Brien. She just couldn't quite get away there, Eve Higgins. And Italy gets a penalty.
Good recovered defence there by Italy. They were shooting out the line at times, putting pressure on that Irish attack. Just forced that penalty by Ireland coming in off the side.
Please. Come on. Can you stop? Can you move, please? Okay, time off. I know, but if I called the mark here, you can play the line out. If I ask you to play the line out, I want to keep the game moving. Okay. So we can go now. Come on.
Good distance on that kick, and Italy get inside the Ireland half. Here's where that penalty came.
Just keep them there, please, Shanda. Zinni responding to your bunker review.
The yellow card will remain a yellow card, not a high degree of danger.
Okay, yellow card will remain a yellow card, not a high degree of danger. Okay, let's go.
Well, just to clarify, that was not Dan O'Brien who was yellow carded. It was one of the Italian players. It was
Access.
the second row, who will be back on as soon as her time in the bin finishes.
Nice strong ball here by Italy. Ireland doing really well at disrupting it, forcing it, making it messy.
Italy trying to go through the hands, trying to get through the gap. There was Rigoni. This is decent stuff from Italy. They're strike runners. Dinka goes to the wing. Is it hung on to there by the winger Muzzo? It was, but Ireland got across. They'll go again. Turani. Good work from Stefan to get it moving quickly, trying to bash her way through was Maris. It's knocked on, and it's an Ireland scrum.
Unfortunate error there by Italy, but really highlighted their threat. Dinka's back in her preferred position of wing today, really getting an opportunity to get on the ball more. Really good air ability there by Muzzo.
Muzzo winning her 51st cap today. She's experienced and showed dexterity there to keep the ball in play.
Patience and wait for my call. I'll start here and then I'll move. Crouch!
Federighi will be coming back on. I'm sure that news came as a bit of a relief. Riley feeds.
Use it.
Ireland looking to run from deep. Italy throwing up the roadblocks. Riley, O'Brien.
Oh, winger!
Dinka chasing back after this one. It sits up nicely for her. She's one of the best in the world on the wing, isn't she?
Backwards!
And Ireland claimed the loose one. Here's Riley. Nadine Riley. Wafer. Riley. Jugang. O'Brien. This is good play. The centres again combining and slipping through is Eve Higgins. What a surge this is. Eve Higgins still going. Higgins to the wing. Can they get another one? It's Anna McGann. Anna McGann, Ireland's second try, and she'll make it that bit easier for Dan O'Brien. Great team try. Great finish by Anna McGann.
Excellent execution there. Great gap spotted by Higgins. And seeing McGann on the wing. Great support line by McGann to finish that.
Fantastic work by Anna McGann.
Someone can run on now. Can you, 4-5s, can you bring some tape on? Tape?
But what a break by Eve Higgins.
Yes, please. My earpiece keeps coming out.
Kept her head. Wonderful pass. She made it look easy. Looped the run around, got into space.
Thank you.
Really good execution by Ireland. Really making use of that extra player they have. So great to get so many points on the board.
And it's 2 from 2 for Dan O'Brien. I'm sure she will thank her winger for making her job that bit easier. Not that she couldn't put it over from the corners when she's in the form for it, as we saw from the first kick. And the fans who have travelled to Parma are delighted with what they've seen so far.
I need someone else to come and help me do this next time because it's not staying in. Thank you.
Well, Anna McGann, who recently set up her own jewellery brand, dazzling, shining bright. She's a diamond. I wish people could see the looks that you give me when I do my dad jokes. Put a lot of work into those lines, you know.
I think they can imagine, all right.
Forwards, hold, wait.
Dan O'Brien puts the pressure on Italy again. Collected well by Granzotto. Italy had the bonus point try conceded by the half-hour mark last week. Granted, that's against England. They would have expected a tough day there. And they are up against a much improved Ireland today from the team that they met last year at the RDS. And even so, Ireland would feel that maybe they should have done better that day. And they do well there, they get the penalty.
First arriving, holding.
Italy are doing some really good stuff in attack. There's some really good hands. They're just giving that extra pass that's not needed. Just taking into contact when they have possession, when they have so many support. Good turnover over there by Wafer, over the ball again.
Ireland have won just one of their last 11 away in this tournament.
How long?
Could today be the day that they win again away from home?
Coming now.
Italy are back to their full complement of players.
Coming back in, Federighi, and Italy have the ball. Stefano's trying to put a bit of pace on it anytime it's at the back or at the breakdown. Stefan, who plays for Sale Sharks, of course. Here she is again. Stefan. Ireland putting the pressure on her.
No hands, lost it now.
The laws are such now that scrum halves do have a bit more time. They can compose themselves a bit more. Italy going through the hands here, and it's Aoife Wafer who puts in a tackle, and coming in to help her out is Emilie Costigan.
And use it, 9! Use it. Stay.
Stefan,
Fingers on.
who's bearing in on 100 caps for her country. Comes off the hands of Campbell, and it is a knock-on.
Yeah. Time's off, guys. Time's off. I just need to fix my earpiece. It's not staying on.
It was a shoot, but I think it was Campbell's hands that it came off. Referee having trouble with the sound. It can happen.
Happens to the best of us. Yeah, just some area just in the air there, knocked on. Some good pressure. Nice hang time there by Stefan. Really good box kick, giving the Italian wingers time to rush up. If you've likes of Dinka, you want to get her under that ball, put pressure on. So I think that might be a tactic we'll see going forward. Just with a bit more pressure on the Irish aerial game. Try here again. Really good work here by Dalton.
So
takes on
two
Italian defenders there. Really good body position, low over the ball, making sure no one gets under her. And then McGann here again, really good finish, but didn't have the foresight to get her under the post, make it every point count. What
we didn't see there was the break from Eve Higgins that made that try for her.
I think Ireland will be very happy with their performance so far, so very positive, taking their chances. Execution has been better so far, so hopefully that keeps going.
And there's the Ireland head coach, Scott Beeman.
Yeah, I try, it just comes up. We'll see
warm enough weather for that kind of replenishment, isn't it?
I say it is, sun's out.
Yeah. Okay.
I think Italy will be frustrated with some of their errors, letting Ireland into the game. The head coach was saying that they want to start from the start the way they want to play, the way they finished against England, and we just haven't seen that yet. But again, Ireland haven't let them play either, so it's on both sides.
Time back on. Right, 30 seconds. Last scrum over there. That's the standard. Really good. Mark on the 5.
Italy with the put into the scrum. Stefan. I wonder what their coach Fabio Orselli is thinking right now. The first home game of the competition, they've already conceded 2 tries. He previously coached Zebre, also played at the 1999 World Cup, experienced rugby brain. Italy trying to use their experience now. That's a really good break, and it's Dinka. Can she get away? She's got a runner on the shoulder, gets it off to her. That's Granzotto. Granzotto ran into Amy Lee Costigan, who held her up but didn't stop her. Stefan, with a little help arriving, goes deep, trying to crush her way through his Turani, but Ireland drive them back. Stefan works the narrow side, where Italy have numbers. Again, Amy Lee Costigan is there to make the tackle, and got a bit of help as well. Tunesi. Stefan carrying now is Scorbini. Stefan back to the second row. Federighi, who will...
Excellent rip here.
Yeah, fantastic. I think that was Niamh Jones, was it? But it goes back to Italy. Will it bounce kindly here for Sillery?
Advantage there. First knock on.
Great pressure on both sides. Excellent initial rip by Niamh Jones. Got under Federighi. Got a good rip, hand under, ripped and went. Just a far end of pressure from Rigoni.
This way. Yeah, sorry, Mark's now here, ladies, so here. Keep working hard, stability.
Rigoni there forcing that rip in the tackle.
Yep. Stefan with the put in for Italy, who still have lots of time. In a game that looks like it might have lots of tries. Stefan with the break. On her shoulder with Stefan. She goes herself. It's Dinka, is it? It's a try for Italy. It's Stefan.
Good try. Nice execution off that. Got caught there. Outside that scrum defensively. Got in too easily. But again, we have a player with the calibre of Stefan. She will find those gaps.
A wonderful finish. Snuffed through the gap. Exposed the hole in the Irish defence. And gets her team back into this one. Just a little dummy.
Just timing there between Wafer and Riley. Just left that gap, and between McMahon, just too much to do. Very good execution there by Stefan.
Seconds kicker. Yep. Yeah.
Sillery.
Yeah, I thought they both came out.
And is that...
time.
No.
So I'll come your side.
It looked like it was going to go between the posts, but just at that last second, hit the woodwork.
Italy were happy with that response. You would get some points on the board, put some phases together. Also, what a boost does it have? I know it hit the post there, but have a kicker of Sillery's quality back in the team as well. Great seeing her back from injury. Massive addition to the Italian squad.
She just pinned the ears back, Stefan. Kind of looped her run just that little bit. Had Dinka with her as well. Federighi. Italy full of confidence now. That was a good tackle by Erin King. Italy recycle. And break. And this is a really good break, and pumping the legs and driving on is Duca. Duca up to the 22. Stefan wants to get her hands on the ball. Have Ireland turned it over?
That goal with blue, no hands, no.
Stefan.
Counter-ruck is good, and then another counter-ruck is legal. Play on.
Turani carried. Stefan. Italy going through the hands. They have numbers out wide. Sillery into the hands of Rigoni. And the move breaks down, and it's a slice of luck, I think, for Ireland.
Really good line break there. They spotted that the pillar wasn't set around the breakdown, so around that ruck, and just saw that gap and went. Really good support by Duca as well, and pumped the legs and making sure the initial turnover by Flood was good, and then Italy got a turnover after. So really good defensive pressure by both sides.
It was stressful but entertaining. Is that a good description of the game so far?
Absolutely, both teams are just going for it. It's great to see.
Jones,
Stay.
who said that her parents took her out of school when she was age 9 and they brought her down to an international women's game in Dublin. She said it kind of formed her when she saw that women could play rugby.
Hold in front,
She
ladies,
wanted to
take
do
him
it too.
back.
Italy will counter-attack, and they have the weapons to do it, and that is Muzzo. Stefan.
Stop, go on,
They
one.
go with the boot when they did have numbers on the wing. Flood.
Hold.
Riley.
Makes a footwork right out there.
No hands.
Nevo Dowd, otherwise known as Noddy. Riley.
Yeah.
Riley. O'Brien might clear here.
Hold in front,
It's actually
forward,
Flood, I
stop,
think.
3. Okay.
Italy have a player down, so play will have to stop.
Time is off. Yeah, this is a neck injury. We'll restart with a blue scrum right there, but we're going to check this, please. Just safety. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'll manage her. I thought she was okay, but I'm aware. Thanks.
Boots are there on the tackle. Looked like we have a whiplash effect. Strong impact, double hit.
Ginny, you got anything on this player?
The main thing is player safety. Let's hope she's okay.
Okay, so no foul play. Thanks.
No foul play.
Just keep that mark.
There's the
for me,
Italian
Ginny, for where
coaching
the scrum
team.
will be. Thanks, man.
As mentioned already, Fabio Rosselli, former Italian international.
Okay,
Italy completed
subs or playing
202
on?
tackles against
Yeah,
England. That
okay,
was the most by
okay.
any team in round 1 of this year's championship. They had to make
Okay.
them. England, I think, owned the ball in that game for the most part.
Yep.
Muzzo looks okay, that's the main thing.
Over here, we're going to have the scrum.
And this stoppage
Scrum.
provided a chance for both teams to draw breath and maybe just have a chat, a conversation about what way the game is going. What do you think is being said out there?
Mark is set, let's go.
I think for Italy's kind of keep going through the phases, keep the ball in the hand and just back themselves an opportunity
break
that was
off early.
taken into contact when
Safe
they need
bounce.
to.
In
That's what
scrum.
Ireland defensively keeping that pressure because they are
You as
putting a lot of
well.
breakdown
Safe
pressure
down
on
in
the
scrum till it's
Italian
over.
attack.
Thanks. Both of you.
I'm getting some good
Bounce.
change out of it.
Oh, she said she's playing. She said she's playing. Time off. She said she's okay, so is she going to play or not? It's your own team. We're going to play on. Let's go, Mark set. Time on.
See a bit of confusion here. They don't know is Muzzo staying on or is she going off?
Well, the player herself wants to stay on, but very often she does not look like someone who should be on, to be honest.
Crouch.
Should
Bind.
clarify at this stage, I have no medical qualification.
Set. Hold. Steady. Keep it
But
up.
as I was about to say, it very often is not the player's decision, and that's
No.
only right and proper.
As a player, you'll always want to stay on.
Rigoni held up,
Play on to her feet.
but still gained ground, and now making the break is Giordano. Italy trying to move it quickly and with intensity to Inese.
No hands. Green. Well done.
Stefan. It has been all Italy since Ireland's second try. Stefan trying to stab it through his Rigoni. It rebounds and Ireland have it back, and trying to escape was Dalton.
Pardon. Advantage.
Tackle off the ball
Tackle
there on
out the
Higgins.
ball.
Jugang, Wafer,
You have advantage 9.
Riley. Options there for Ireland. They break again. Italy had committed to the left, so there was a big opening on Ireland's left. Amy Lee Costigan wants it and gets it again. Amy Lee Costigan, she's away. Is she going to get in? She is. Third try for Ireland. The space was there and they exploited it. Ireland with their third try. Amy Lee Costigan with the first of the game for her.
Luke.
And 3 of Ireland's backline
tell her, can you
already
tell
on
her?
the score sheet try-wise.
Extra work there by Ireland. They took the penalty advantages, played on, saw
She's off the field, so.
saw the overlap on the left-hand side there, and nice execution. Went wide, and you'll always back Amy Lee in those areas.
Flood with good work. Higgins again with great work. Higgins with the break, had Flood on that right side and Amy Costigan on the left. Great footwork, wasn't it?
Excellent forward. Dinka just sat down to try and tackle him. Footwork just sat her down, and really good finish by Costigan.
O'Brien looking to make it 3 from 3. Which she does. Ireland with 3 tries and a 16-point lead, and you wouldn't say that they've been the best team throughout the entirety of the game. They've taken their chances well. They've gone on breaks. They've exploited gaps in the Italian defence, and when they've had the chances, they've taken them.
Absolutely. And the big difference here is they've absorbed our Italian pressure and they've nullified it a lot. And then when their opportunities came in attack, they executed really well. Things that we saw were missing last week. It's great to see them rectified today.
That's true. They do deserve an awful lot of credit for their defence, don't they? I know Stefan's try you could argue was soft, but outside of that, they've
put a lot of pressure on. They're attacking every breakdown. They're putting pressure on, forcing the Italians to put in numbers, and they're trying to force those turnovers. And at times when they do, they get that overlap like we saw there.
Now it's about staying calm and not conceding and not giving Italy a chance. And O'Brien puts boot to ball. Capomaggi is in for Muzzo. I think the reasons for that is obvious. Muzzo was injured a couple of moments ago. We saw that she didn't look particularly healthy or fit and flying, and she has been replaced. Whether or not that's permanent or temporary, we don't know yet. Move breaks down. Aoife Wafer pickpockets Italy. Riley. Ireland, remember, looking for a 4th try and a bonus point. Riley. Dalton was there again. Amy Lee Costigan with Flood outside. Riley. Jugang receives support.
Really good leg drive there by Jugang.
Riley. O'Brien, good flat pass. Riley. Wafer. Got a couple of tries last week. Good hands by O'Brien. Was that forward? He might come back to it. We're playing on for the moment.
Not play for me.
Riley. Jewett and Campbell getting involved the second rows, and now it's McGann who's already got 1 try. And this is really, really good driving by Ireland.
Tackler in the way. Ball's available.
Riley carrying his O'Dowd with support. Riley, good hands shown by Jewett. Riley, Ireland getting closer. Metre by metre, now driving on is Erin King.
Tackle now, release. 5, release away.
Riley, O'Dowd. Jewett with support from Jugang.
Both low. No.
Riley wants the ball. Riley, O'Brien. O'Brien went to Higgins.
The strip is
And
good,
Ireland get the scrum.
forward. Knock on.
It's really good double hits there by Italy, forcing Ireland back in those attacks. So really good defence there, to be happy with that. Just forcing that knock on in the defence, in the tackle.
Time is off, please.
So really good latches there in the Irish attack, latching onto the ball carrier, get those extra few metres, but also really clever in that you're there for that quick clear out for the support, to allow that quick ball. And you have the likes of Avian Riley, who's a really quick distributor, and to allow that go forward ball to keep up pressure, and just Irish, kind of the green wave that they're looking for, keep that attacking wall going.
Okay, all okay? You guys all right? That's all right.
That's such an important stat, isn't it? And Ireland have benefited from cutting down the errors. That was the problem last week against France. Maybe for a couple of reasons. 1, it has been so long since they played together, and 2, France are just so good.
Exactly. They were just putting so much pressure on the Ireland last week and forcing them into those handling errors and those unforced errors, as we saw. That's a big difference today, only 2 so far. Hopefully that number stays nice and low.
Okay.
Well, it's been an attritional game for the Italians. They've already had to make 1 replacement.
Okay.
Dinka, nominee for player of the tournament last year.
Okay, thank you. Okay, water off, please. Scrum. Green ball.
Nice attacking
Time
platform
on,
here from
30
Ireland.
seconds now.
Really good scrum position, nice area to attack.
Some good scrums, ladies. Let's keep the height. Wait for my call.
You'd imagine they might try exploit the blind here.
Crouch! Bind! Stand up, stand up. Some instability. Just hold your weight. Make sure we take the hit, okay? Make sure we've got enough space on the setup, please. So let's set left. Crouch! Bind! Set, hold, keep it up. Height.
Riley feeds. Will Ireland break or will they push?
Use it 8.
Wafer will use it. The referee's in the way. She was an extra defender for the Italians there.
Stay down.
Riley.
Tackle!
Riley takes it again. Goes short to Jugang. Ireland knocking at the door. Wafer, who seemed to come out of nowhere there. Riley using the narrow side into the hands of O'Brien. Flood, can she find a way through? No, but she has put in McGann for her second try, and Ireland sealed the bonus point. At the very least, they'll leave Italy with 1, but you'd expect all 5 at this stage, given how good they've been in the first half. 4 tries already, Italy 5, Ireland 26, and hopefully 2 more points to come.
Really positive start there from Ireland, excellent execution again. Nice cut carrying to the gain line, just shipping the ball wide. Good
Yeah, no,
options here.
that was my fault.
Nice
I'll
fix
pick a
there by
better line.
Flood. Long just began that extra bit of space.
Okay. Do you want me to stay closer to the scrum? I'll just stand in. Thank you for letting me know. Cheers.
See that line there by Dalton? She sat down 2 Italian defenders to give Flood that chance
20 seconds,
to stick
Tika.
to fix the last defender. So really good work off the ball.
O'Brien, who has already kicked one from a similar position today. In basketball, they call it hot hands. She can't miss. It's something that Lindsay Peat back in studio will be more than familiar with, given her exploits in the Super League in the past.
Absolutely. No, so look, fair play to Dana. Excellent execution there. Really good kicking. Massive confidence booster from her from last week. So fair play.
23 points the gap and a knock on, and Italy have advantage. It's loose play by Italy, but they're happy to keep it in play. Giurani carrying, but not gaining any ground. What can they do with it? Capomaggi. It all looks a bit ragged from Italy. Now they have the penalty. And they break quickly, and here's Granzotto. Offloaded to Tunesi. Into the hands of Giurani. Now it's Rigoni.
Leave it now on the ground.
Stefan. Is there space there? Well, they're not going to exploit it with passes like that. Capomaggi did well to hang on to it now. Italy on the wing, and again a fumble.
I don't have anything live.
Some unforced errors are really hampering Italy's attack here. They have some really good options there at times, but just the unforced errors are
Green here.
limiting, I suppose, the impact they have.
What time off? A player down. She needs contact.
Anna McGann
Time is off.
receiving some treatment. Two tries already for the Athlone woman.
I don't know if this is doing anything, to be honest, but we'll see. Probably just come off again, but that's fine. Thanks.
And Muzzo's look to come back in. So all the checks have been done. It's confirmed she's okay, and she'll replace Capomaggi.
That's why she's doing a contact as well. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
So for the second time in the tournament this year. Italy have conceded 4 tries in the first half. They've already given away the bonus point, and that was a fantastic finish from McGann.
Roger.
And the celebration to match.
We just wait. Make sure she's on the mark.
You can see that some of the Irish players, they have blue ribbon in their hair. That's kind of just a memory of Kate Farmer McCabe's father, who passed away this time last year. And in remembrance.
Time on. Time your run. Time. I would say.
An Ireland line out. Here's Jones.
Wait. Now. Yes.
Rotates play on. Here's Aoife Wafer. Wafer knocking them over like bowling pins. Riley.
Wait in front, forwards, wait.
Kieran's kick comes from O'Brien.
50-22 is on.
The bounce evades the fullback Ranzotto, who just about keeps it in play.
Inside.
And Italy's only option was to kick it clear, but not that clear.
Four.
Not exactly expert coaching vocabulary that I'm about to use here, but Italy look rattled.
They do look rattled. That's a good way of putting it. Just a lot of pressure. Irish, or they're not able to absorb the Irish pressure.
Ireland look to recycle. Riley.
Stay.
O'Dowd carried well. Plenty of options there, including Flood, but it's skipped over towards Amy Lee Costigan. Just a little bit too much on it. You could see what they were thinking of. You could see what they were trying to do.
No, you're well in front. You're well in front. Let's go here. So you got an option. Do you want scrum or line out? Scrum.
Good option. Look, you could see the vision. It's just obviously just a difficult pass. The space was there, and you'd always back Costigan in that amount of space, but a lot for her to do to get that.
14, come on. Make sure 23.
Erin King just mad to carry always, isn't she?
So back on there, that's a nice boost for Italy.
Crouch. Bind. Set, steady. Hold the weight. And now.
Stefan. Rigoni, soft hands, nice offload, and that was good stuff from Dinka. Dinka still going. Dinka pops it up, and then Italy cough it up again. Amy Lee Costigan. A dipping kick, which Ireland will chase. Sillery into the hands of Stevenin. Tackled well by Dalton.
No hands.
Stefan. She just can't escape Duca. Stefan.
Taken back in the
Rigoni.
50. Wait. Wingers on.
Taken confidently on the wing and
Green,
sent down the left by O'Brien. Rigoni. Brought into heavy Irish traffic, and I think that was Tutu who made the tackle. It was.
Inside.
And that's poor from Italy, and they've coughed up possession and territory again.
Just unfortunate there. You could see she saw the backfield was open, just cooked it too much out in the full. Like, Italy there in those phases, they're getting some soft shoulders, they're getting ball in hand, and it's just, they're offloading. You want to kind of keep on to offload to force the Irish defence into retreat, but just putting themselves under a lot of pressure as well.
It is a very different Ireland to the one that Italy met in the last couple of games, and even when it doesn't quite work, it does kind of work. Dugang collecting the scraps there, did well.
Away now, 5.
Riley, O'Brien, Wafer.
Strong double hit there.
Yeah, very good, but Wafer keeps her head.
Tackle is still in the
Amy Lee
way.
Costigan, Erin King. Riley.
Let him through.
O'Brien.
Forwards. Wait here. Now.
That seems to very much be the plan at the moment. Keep kicking the ball. Sillery. Stefan.
Let's go, 9. And use it, 9. Stay. Hold.
Stefan has a little look up, goes with the box kick. Flood is waiting for this to fall into her orbit and takes it really well. O'Brien, Wafer.
No hands, tackler.
O'Brien,
Advantage.
King,
Offside, blue, 12. No.
O'Brien.
Second advantage.
Advantage there for Ireland if they want it, helped down by Dalton. And we will come back for that advantage.
One here. Where is she? Adele.
We were saying there with the Ireland kicking game, it obviously is a tactic they have this year, kicking in, but I think a big difference to last week is you have a lot of pressure from the Irish green wall. There's the players coming up, putting pressure on, whereas last week they didn't put enough pressure on France, which allowed Bez to pinpoint where she wanted to kick. Whereas today you have more support and more pressure being put on the Italian receivers.
Rigoni cutting a very frustrated figure at the moment.
It's like any of us would. She's feigning
Let's get in,
innocence.
please. Who's in and who's out? Okay, thanks.
Jones. It's good from Ireland. Wafer juggled but kept by McMahon. Riley, King floats it to Jones. Really good hands by King and a really good take by Jones. Here's Riley. Comes off Dugang, it's back on the Italian side. Advantage there for Italy if they want it. Stefan, Rigoni, Sillery kicks and it comes to Amy Lee Costigan. We will come back for that advantage.
Back for the knock-on.
Dalton there to make the block down.
Right, let's go. 30 seconds. Bind up. Just let's get each other's binds. Allow each other to get the bind. No fighting. Okay, we're okay. Let her go under first, and then you're over. Yeah, you're under. Crouch. Bind. Set. Steady.
Stefan has a look around, assesses the options. And she's picked a good one. This is a really good break by Stefan. Aoife Wafer is tracking back, as is Flood, and it bounces favourably for Flood. But Dinka followed her all the way.
Away, blue.
Riley. Safe hands from Ireland. Riley back into the in-goal area, or well, almost, and O'Brien clears. But Italy will come back. Muzzo, we know she can move. Good running by Muzzo, great feet again. Gets inside that 22. Stefan. Hung up in the air by Stevenen. And Flood.
Option.
And McCann.
22.
We're there, but it goes over the
Scrum.
dead
Or
ball
22.
line.
What do you want? Scrum on 22. Where is she? What do you want? Adele? Scrum, where has she kicked it, or 22? Okay. You got that,
She's
Mark?
the fans, bread and butter's picking those holes off scrum. Great pace and great
Yeah.
vision to kick it.
Okay,
Really
scrum
good sport by
option
Dinka. I think they were maybe disappointed in them something, in them points, because they had the pressure they had. The ball, I know it sounds like a broken record, but you know, to keep that ball in hand at times is just a right option.
Saying you're
They didn't have a
outside
penalty
22.
advantage.
Okay, yeah. Crouch!
And
Bind!
it's nice for Ireland to know that even if the ball had held up in the in-goal area,
Set.
McCann and
Steady,
Flood would have got there.
steady. Hold
Just
the
really go back to the
weight.
cover.
Keep it up!
Wafer. O'Brien.
That's taken back. 13, 13. You just take
Emily
it back.
Costigan is chasing after this one, but it's out on the full. A rare error from Dan O'Brien, and a chance for Italy, which Dinka wants to take very quickly.
She was inside, yep. Ladies on you, thanks. 5.
Bikini. Oh, that's a good take, a clever line out. Now trying to break is Tunesi. Stefan, we know she can break. Is that the option she'll go with this time? No. Ireland had it covered. They know what's coming from Stefan. Good hands, and it's Turani, who plays her rugby with Harlequins, was with Exeter. Stefan. Ireland making their tackles, but Italy recycling. Trying to carry through is Duca.
No hands. Stay up, latches.
Now another forward has a go. It's the same results. Ireland repel them for the moment. Stefan. They keep it tight, and it's Duca. Stefan puts a bit of air on that for Rigoni. Three surround her.
Away.
Stefan. Duca takes and goes, but King was waiting.
Best driving. Play it. You've got it. No, you've let it now. Let it go.
Rolls out kindly, finds its way to Turani.
Away, Green, no hands. No hands, no. Two, leave it alone. Well done.
Stefan with Federighi waiting. But so were Ireland, and they were defensively set. Scorbini. Stefan. It's getting a little bit loose. Tunesi. Taken well. Can she finish?
Away, Green.
Just short.
Advantage.
Dugang closes the gap that was there. Stefan, it's intercepted by Amy Lee Costigan, but it's an Italian penalty.
Play on the ground. Two's gone for the ball. Not rolling.
Well, Duca and Scorbini, who were wearing numbers 5 and 6, having a couple of goals there. Then they went to the air, and Amy Lee Costigan intercepted, but the penalty was coming, advantage was coming. They took the risk, tried to get Dink in, didn't quite work out, but they can go again.
Exactly, thought there were some really good gain line carries there. On the flip side, the Irish defence was really solid and kept Italy going lateral and going backwards at times. It was just a very good carry there by Tunesi, and that got some really good go forward. You can see here she got under good handoff, good fend.
One here, one here.
Really strong leg drive and latch, just putting in some really good gain line meters.
Well, you mentioned Erin King on the Irish side in their back row. She loves to carry, as does Wafer, as does McMahon. But Scorbini is addicted to carrying, and she's powerful.
Yeah, so this clock's correct, isn't it? We've got 39:11 on here. Thanks.
Good to see I'm not the only one who struggles with contact lenses.
You okay? In, okay. Okay, water off now, guys, thanks. Water off, please. Yeah, girls on you there.
Well, Ireland obviously will want to stop Italy scoring here, because if they do, it will make the home team think they have a chance in the second half. Bikini, it's a good line out. Trying to carry in is Giordano. They're just short.
And use it!
Duca, does she want to take and break? No, but she is supporting the player who does have the ball in hand.
Hands and feet! Use it, Blue!
Can they find a way through?
Hands and feet back, Green.
They're searching.
No, eight, leave it alone.
A take and go again, but again they're held up. Here's Stefan. Scorbini backs into space. The carrier surrounded. Stefan, options either side. She's wrapped up brilliantly there by O'Dowd. Giordano. Stefan. Scorbini wants it and gets it. And Scorbini gains ground. It goes loose and it's picked up. Ireland make the tackle to Erin King. It's still on the Italian side. Ireland holding them up.
In there.
Italy still trying. Here's Maris. Maris again over, but has she got it down?
Held up.
Held up.
Half time. Half time.
Really fine defending from Ireland.
Excellent defensive set there by Ireland, withstanding that last 5 minutes of Italian pressure. Really good positioning here. O'Dowd again getting under, then Dalton.
Well, that's a huge boost for Ireland. 4 tries, the bonus point secured, and although they conceded once in the first half, they didn't concede again, despite the fact that they were under siege for the last couple of minutes. Italy got over the line, but they couldn't get the ball down, get bodies in the way, stop them scoring. That's all that matters. Italy 5, Ireland 28.
Well, we hope you enjoyed that first
Win secured, even though it is looking good.
No, exactly. There's still a lot to do in this half, and I'm sure Ireland won't want to let up the pressure. And like we saw last week with Italy against England, they came out a different side in the second half, and I'm sure Ireland will be aware of that also. So they'll have to be just as clinical.
Dan O'Brien, who has landed all 4 conversion attempts, and they haven't all been easy. Here's Dinka. He was a real threat.
And use it.
Stefan, Italy's try scorer today. They came so close to a second at the end of the first half, but they were denied. Not that was a boost for Ireland going into the break. Stefan. It was an error-strewn Italy in the first half. If they can clean that up, they've got a chance, don't they?
Absolutely. They definitely show what they can do in glimpses. Just so it's tightening up a few screws and taking their chances.
Del McMahon. Riley. O'Brien.
Inside 50.
Just a little bit too much on that one from O'Brien. It's out on the full.
No, quick. Set, please. Open. You're on this side. Backwards.
Stefan, it's loose, but she recycled it well for Stevena. Scorbini. So hard to stop,
Tackle now, away.
especially when she's got support from Giordano. It's a positive start to the second half for Italy, and a positive move up to that 10-metre line inside the Ireland half. Tunisi. Plays a rugby in France with Montpellier. Vigoni. Left behind by Muzzo.
No blue, no hands. Leave it, green ball.
Ireland get the penalty.
I said no hands, clear turnover by Green, playing it on the ground. Back 10. I'm okay with it. I'll have a chat. Hands.
Solid strike by O'Brien.
Be careful, when I give a penalty, don't kick the ball away.
Jones.
Time off, sorry ladies. Substitutions, 3. Subs.
Jones, now a multiple Premiership winner.
She was excellent for Gloucester Harper this year. Massive work rate in all games, and it's great to see her getting that starting opportunity this year, and she really excelled over. I thought she was an immense player.
Speaking of players who play in England, here's Sada Say of Ealing Trailfinders, and a good line out by Ireland, and now it's them all. 4 tries for Ireland. The forwards yet to get in on the try-scoring act.
Advantage, 1 entry.
So they're too busy doing all the groundwork.
You couldn't let it go.
Release!
This is good from Ireland.
Yeah, penalty advantage, 9. 1 entry.
And that's O'Dowd.
Well done, Mark.
Riley.
Yeah. On the turf.
King is lifted, but the referee seems to think it's okay. Jones presenting. Wafer.
Still playing penalty advantage. No.
Riley.
You've still got
O'Brien.
one.
Recycle well.
Oh,
Got it to
he's playing the one.
Higgins. Higgins placing Riley. Ruth Campbell. Riley. Wafer. Sweeps it. O'Brien. Jones fast hands. Presented by her teammate. And now it's O'Brien. Little chip in. Well, An attempt to chip in behind. I think advantage was coming anyway, so it was worth the try.
Yeah. One, entry.
And it's a penalty to Ireland. And O'Brien picks her spot well.
Girls on you, thanks. Yep, I'll turn
O'Brien's
that,
home
ladies.
club, her original club Tullow, defending their Towns Cup title next week. They have a semi-final, part of a double header in Kildare Rugby Club. Well taken in the line out by Jute. And now the forwards show their muscle, show their power.
That's down by Green here.
Italy look like they're buckling. Ireland almost there, looking for try number 5.
That's
They're
a
held out
tackle
for the
now,
moment.
Blue.
Riley, Wafer's waiting. She's always waiting. Here she goes. Wafer, she's got there. Her 3rd try of the tournament. Italy disputed. Was it a double movement? We'll find out shortly.
It will get checked. For me, I'm happy with on field.
Good maul there from Ireland, really good leg drive. Got some really good change out of it. I
Time
think
off.
I said there might be a review here.
Team O check.
They're looking for a double movement.
So anyway, looking at obstruction in the line out in the lead up.
Well, she's taken up where she left off in round 1. She had the most carries, 17, the most meters in contact, 47, and won the joint most turnovers last week. Aoife Wafer, that is. And obviously scored those 2 tries. Is it now 3 for the tournament?
They're looking at obstruction here, they're looking for.
What I'm saying is that confirm that's number 1. Yeah. So what I'm saying is number 1 has denied access to the jumper. Just come across in front, creating an obstruction. Do you guys agree? Okay, Zuni back on me. I've got a decision. Okay. So what we have is number 1, Green, clearly is in front of the jumper, creating obstruction. So overturn the try, no try.
No try. Aoife Wafer will have to wait for her 3rd try.
To blue. Yeah.
Unfortunately,
So
Evo
on the
Dowd
15, on the 15.
causing the obstruction.
Unfortunately, just deemed that she was obstructing access to the jumper. You know, it's minimal, it's millimeters. Often you do that wrap to protect the jumper from any hits into the ribs. It's all about timing.
You have to catch it in touch, across the plane. Yep. Set, open
Stacey
up,
Flood,
please.
fair to say that
I'll bring them in.
fullback would not be her natural position and she's having to adapt to it, and from what we've seen today, that adaptation is certainly happening.
Yeah, definitely. I think her positioning is a lot better today. She's covering the ground faster and easier. So definitely getting more used to the position.
A multi-sport athlete, good at soccer, good at Gaelic games. Scorbini, I'm sure if she played Gaelic football, she'd be decent at that too.
Pass it now.
Vigoni left it behind. Tirani carries. Stefan gets involved. Italy going again. They've made a change there. Sahi has come in. Well, that was confirmed a few moments ago. Here's Sillery.
Stay down. And use it, 9. Stay.
Stefan. Box kicks. The Italian chase follows. Flood.
Good contest.
Was there contact in the air there? I'm not sure. We might come back to it. The referee says it's good, actually, so we won't.
Both players had their eyes on the ball.
They always have the option to go back to it on the TMO if they need to. Tunisi. Duca was carrying there. Stefan. Regoni. Options out wide. Comes here to Muzzo. Breaking is Scorbini.
Stripper's good. Stripper's
Pops up,
backwards.
and it's Erin King who secures it, and King gets it away. Carried well by Campbell.
Hands, let it go. Hold's here. Hold. Let them through.
Riley. O'Brien.
Obstruction.
Penalty for Italy.
In front of the ball, and you denied her running through.
Referee penalising Irish blockers there for the kick.
You want to be in that position, you need to be behind your 9, okay? Yeah, we'll get them. Just do. What's your numbers? What's our numbers? Numbers? 6.
Ball goes loose. I think it's Ireland who have possession. They do. A lot of bodies in the way. O'Brien.
Under pressure. First knock on. Always under pressure. Yeah, but you guys. Back player in the lineup.
Italy be frustrated with that error there. It was a very clear attacking opportunity. Just
Scrums here.
overthrowing the line out.
30 seconds. Good scrums in the first half. Really good scrums. Let's keep the standard, okay? Good scrums.
Also here, Ireland could have 2 clearing options from this scrum. You've Stacey Flood, who's a good left boot, and you've Dan on the other side as well, so you've 2 options to clear.
Set, hold. Yeah. We need more space on the setup. So yeah, everyone's head was too close. Can we have some more space? So starts from you guys. Let's set left. Not too close. Space. Inside shoulders up and the height. Yep. Crouch. Bind. Set. Steady, steady. Keep it up.
Riley to feed. Italy penalised. It's a penalty for Ireland.
Just on the 5.
And O'Brien will clear. And not just that, it is Ireland who will have the line out.
Numbers, ladies. 4. Put her on the mark. Come in and
They're
set.
enjoying their trip so far. Jones. Riley, Wafer.
Let them through.
Riley, O'Brien.
Hold.
Worked in the first half, why not try it in the second? A lot of space in the backfield there, that's knocked on. Frustration and disappointment for Muzzo and Italy.
Mark's here. That was good height this side. Keep it up. You need to have better height. Feet up. Okay. Sorry, ladies. Time off. We've got a late sub. Time. Sub. Yeah, 5-3. Okay. Time on. Mark said again.
Ireland making changes. Aoife Wafer denied that try by the TMO a couple of moments ago.
Wait for my call. Let's get the height up. Crouch.
And that is the thing, there is a strong bench there and more to come.
Set.
Exactly.
Hold.
I think you've
Steady,
Brittany
steady.
Hogan here coming in at 8. Again, a utility back row can cover all 3 positions. So again, a nice record to have on the bench.
Manage. Listen. Angle. Loose head.
Ireland getting the penalty. Hogan's first act to win that penalty. Down woman making an instant impact.
I think Ireland are getting the dominance now in that scrum. They're getting that's their second penalty in a row at scrum time. So they'll probably use that to their advantage going forward.
Goes on you. What's your numbers? 6? 5.
Eve Jones with another Ulster woman to hit in that line out. Ireland
access.
with the ball.
That is down by your own 3.
Riley arrives. Hogan. Riley trying to carry through there was Dorothy Wall. Riley pops up for Jones. Jones so close. Ireland still with possession. Hogan with the offload. It's just about kept by O'Dowd, I think that was. And Ireland go again. Riley.
Offside.
Flicked on by O'Brien.
We have 13 and 11. Just out here, Shanda. 13 and 11. Offside.
Italy are really struggling now under the pressure that Ireland are putting on them.
Just started the second half, so not for me at the moment, but I've got it unaware. What are we doing, ladies? Kicking, sorry, I thought you were going to do it too.
Well, the maul has worked. They're going to go with it again.
Put blue on the line. Blue on the line. Italy, take the line. It's off. Thank you. 6, 6, 6. No, one out, one out, one out, one out. You got 7.
Jones
No compete.
finds her target. That was Wall. Ireland's bearing in on that try line.
Shot.
Wall driving. King, I think it is. Not quite sure who has possession of the ball as in what player. It is definitely Ireland. Italy can't keep them out. It's try number 5 for Ireland.
I'm happy. Ball's been grounded.
Ju Gang with the try.
Excellent work there, really good drive off that maul. Good latch by Dorothy Wall on Erin King. Just get that extra metre or 2 out and a quick recycle of the ball.
No, I'm happy it'll get swept.
Ju Gang
I see
straight
the ball
over.
grounded, then a hand under.
Such an important part of the Ireland squad, Ireland team, Ju Gang. Nice to see her get her name on the score sheet. She deserves it. She showed power and grace and balance and composure. And that's good from O'Brien, who's in form off the tee today. And after some hard days away from home in recent years, it looks like Ireland are going to leave Parma with all 5. Hogan.
Hold blue.
Riley.
Take it back.
O'Brien.
Hold. Winger.
Stefan keeping an eye on it. And takes it.
Leave the legs. Leave the legs.
Scorbini has gone off, and as you've seen,
Away,
the open
now,
side,
away.
a
Ball's here.
significant carrier for Italy. Granted, it hasn't yielded tries today. The one try they did get was from Stefan.
And use it.
One
Stay.
try they did get so far.
Hold.
And here is Stefan with the box kick.
Who competes?
Well taken by O'Brien. She made the call there and McGann heard her. Riley. Campbell. Riley. Flood.
Hold in front, Reed. 6, 6, 6. Now.
Stefan fumbles and Flood followed.
And now at 19 ounce.
Riley. O'Dowd. You can see the oomph that Hogan and Wall have brought on already, can't you? O'Brien, as Ireland look to create some space, and Higgins.
Counter-up is fine.
I'm not sure oomph is a technical term in rugby, but you know what I meant.
No, they've never had an impact, you can see it.
Italy have turned it over, much to their credit. Duca carries. Dinka couldn't slither through. Much as she tried. Stefan trying to crash through now is Turani. Stefan. Rigoni. Stefan with Rigoni waiting deep.
Let's go.
Stefan. Sillery is stretching at the moment, so they're down a player. They might have to stop. Yeah, she's back on her feet now.
Ball's here.
Stefan. Duca.
Yep, well done.
Stefan. Stevenin. Goes loose. Hogan almost grabbed it.
On the ground. Knock on.
But it is an Ireland scrum for a knock-on, and you can see the high fives and what it means for them to get that decision, to force Italy into the mistake yet again.
If something is obvious,
Some really solid defensive pressure there from Ireland, as I said before, really good double hits.
subs.
Some really good impact driving the Italians back. And as you said, I think Wall and Hogan have really brought an impact here. They're really upping the tempo, especially in that offensive line. They're forcing Ireland to kind of, get that quick over the first 3 steps.
And your Breen coming in. Originally from West Cork, a beautiful part of the world, Skibbereen. And Italy also making a change. Zanetti is in the game.
Okay. Thank you.
Replacing the hooker as well.
Ireland made a change there as well. Scrum half, and Lane has come in for Avian Riley.
Lane, who started last week. Urioli winning her 15th cap for Italy, the replacement hooker.
Okay, a Timo check here for a high tackle. Sergio Gang there, she is upright in the tackle.
So what I'm saying is 3 green. There is direct head contact with the shoulder.
Agree.
She's upright, so there is foul play. For me, this reaches that yellow card threshold. Do you agree?
Just in fact,
Yes, I do.
she slipped up, made head contact.
Captain and 3 green. We do have head contact. There is foul play because she's upright. It reaches our yellow card threshold. 3 and off-field review.
So it's going to the bunker. Jugang's had an eventful second half, a
No, it'll be a penalty.
try and then a yellow card, and she will hope that that is not upgraded to a red.
It's similar enough as as the yellow card for Rugby in the first half.
3. High tackle.
It's just
10
not
metres
tackle,
from
just
the mark,
slipping up
please, ladies
upright.
and
Both players are upright, but again, when you're going in that impact, you have to control your height, you control your force.
Scrum call. Scrum call. Scrum.
Clever call here, calling a scrum, forcing Ireland to, I suppose, take off her back.
Marks here.
Italy need tries. I suppose kicks are no good to them.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Speaking of kicks, what about that drop goal from Bourdon Sansus today for France?
It was immaculate, it was unreal.
Unbelievable.
It's great to see it. But just to back yourself that way as well, and just have the execution. It was from the 10 metre, it was from the 10 metre as well, so there's a lot of work to do.
Well, if anyone else did it, you'd be surprised, but given her talents, it comes as no shock. Christy Haney about to come in. Earned her spot in green through what she did in blue, has impressed for Leinster over the years.
6. Yeah, so you'll go off for the prop to come on.
So Mahan is
Okay, bring her
coming
on.
off here, so Haney can come
4
on.
green.
So we're going with a 7.
And number 4 subs. 4. Who's 4? You 4?
7 for our
Subs.
pack.
Grace Moore coming in, found through the IQ rugby system.
Time on. So this is our mark.
Played netball at a high level as well.
Nice to see Siobhan McCarthy as well coming on, get some more game time.
Soon to be Dr. Siobhan McCarthy. She's studying a PhD in molecular biology. I can barely pronounce it, let alone study it.
Steady, hold.
Breaking off the back is Giordano. Can Italy exploit Ireland's numerical disadvantage? Dinka couldn't hang on to that. it's knocked on, and it's a scrum to Ireland if they want it, or an advantage to Ireland if they want it.
8, 19.
And they'll take it.
No advantage. Under pressure. Yeah, scrum. Up here, ladies, we're outside your 22.
Ireland were very happy with the defensive set, you know, down to 14 and still forcing turnovers.
Subs. 9 and 13. 9. Subs 9.
I appreciate they've made changes, but do you think Italy wore themselves out a bit against England last week? It was a big defensive effort, and they did play well for large parts of the game, but they put so much into it.
Yeah, I mentioned that as well at half time, just that we do, like, they do look tired, they look fatigued.
30 seconds.
So it was like having such an attritional game last weekend like that, when you're defending for so long, it does zap you, it does zap the energy.
They're running the bench. Stefano scored Italy's only try so far today, going off Bitonci amongst those coming in. Manini also in.
Set, hold. Stay, keep it in. Hold. Stand up, stand up. Both of you have gone straight across the mark. Let's go reset.
It's a tough situation for an experienced player, let alone an inexperienced one. Bitonci won her first cap last week, winning her second this week.
Let's square up now, inside. Crouch! Bind! Set! Hold! Steady! Keep it up!
Hogan with the handoff. She's so powerful, so dynamic. Lane there in support. O'Brien there to clear.
23.
Waiting was Dalton.
Away green, no hands, no hands.
A little bit of a delay from the scrum half. Giordano was there in support. Bitonci.
Use it. Stay behind. Use it.
Bitonci, box kicks. Two waiting. One of them was Flood.
Keep retreating.
And it turns out to be a decent kicker, does it well. It does press Italy back. Here's a little chip over the top, and that was good stuff from Emily Lane.
Nice covering there by Lane.
King. Siobhan McCarthy. Wall wanted it, but it's back to O'Brien.
Stop.
Fullback Granzotto gave to Dinka, who did gain ground, and then Rigoni hacks at it. That's an Ireland line out. It works out for those in green in the end.
You're just getting frustrated now, you know, they're trying things down, the ball isn't going to hand.
And there was so much talk in the lead into this game that they used to just kind of kick and try things and try it on instinct on the pitch. They had cut that down, but you can see it's still there just a little bit, isn't it?
It's slipping just back in, all right, but so that happens too when you're just trying, you want to get points on the board, put your team under pressure, you're going to try everything you can.
Yes. Cindy, I'm listening this time. Okay, I'll just tell the captain. Who's the captain now? So. The yellow card will remain a yellow card. There's not a high degree of danger. From 3.
So we will see Ju Gang back on again, which is good to see.
Are we okay to play? It's just cramping. We need to make a decision to play. Okay, can we make a sub? Let's get a sub. Ready for this play. Subs, please.
It says an awful lot about her that her team are winning by 30 points. They've got the bonus point, but she's still frustrated not to be out there. And Dinka's frustrated to be injured at the moment.
Okay, play on. Okay.
She's tried today, but it just hasn't quite happened for her, has it?
No, the space being closed down constantly on her and just being under pressure as well.
Well, that hasn't been by accident.
Numbers. Time on. Numbers. Five.
That does not look good. Let's hope she's okay, that it's not a long-term injury, that it ends her match, but not her tournament.
No competes, not high enough. Access. Down by redhead gear.
Lane. Wall.
Strong contact there.
Wall is skipping off the turf, isn't she? Haney.
Leave it now.
Lane. Carried well by Keena Maloney. Lane trying to dig it out.
Going back into the 9.
Wall. Lane. Lane slips through the gap. Can she get away? She's got support with her in the shape of Dalton. Lane. Breen was with her. Pops it up in the end to McGann, who, keep in mind, is on a hat-trick.
Advantage. Roll. 6. You have penalty advantage.
Ireland get the penalty.
Mark is where you are.
And I imagine they'll have a cut here.
Had an
Imagine you
impact
go
on
to the corner
cleaners.
here, just try to get more points on the board.
And when it comes to placings, scoring difference could be the difference.
Exactly, every point counts in this competition. We've known from years going by, and so I think they'll
Which number?
take every opportunity they can.
And there's confirmation of that change that Jones has gone off and Keena Maloney has come in.
Let's go now.
Jones did well today.
Really well, some really good carries, good rips in contact as well, and defensively very solid.
You don't want to see any player from any team go off injured, but sadly for Dinka that is the case
Players
today.
need to roll east to west, not back towards the 9, okay? To the side, roll.
Keena Maloney finds Wall, and now it's them all. Italy keeping Ireland out, who, keep in mind, are still one less than Italy. Wall with support from Moore. Lane, Hogan. Lane gets her hands on it, pops it up for Wall. Wall will not be denied. Dorothy Wall crashes over.
Excellent line there by Wall. Since she's come on, she's really carried with vengeance and carried with dominance. So great try there.
Power and composure showed by the Tipperary woman to get over the line and get Ireland's 5th try.
Again, like just Wall and Hogan are in camera shot there again. And again, look at the impact here from Hogan. Look at the carry, sucking in 3 Italian defenders, making that scramble. Then Wall just sees that gap and goes through.
Well, there's probably a bit of anger in Wall that she didn't start, and she showed it there, didn't she?
Well, yeah, that's a way to answer any questions.
Well, on the evidence of today, an uncharacteristic miss from O'Brien.
Yeah, I've had a chat with them, they can go east to west, but yeah, I'm aware of it.
King. Penalty, Italy.
Holding. You're off your feet, and she's first arriving, holding on.
Nice turnover there, just Haney lost her feet. And she was that's a poor player along that gap, allowing the opportunity for that turnover.
Okay. Time off. Subs, just hold.
Rigoni.
Just subs, please. Subs. Subs.
Look really disappointed.
18. You 18? Who's 18? Yeah. Okay, 18. Back. Off.
It's El McMahon.
So who's the other prop that's coming on, ladies? Yeah.
Ireland still down to 14, still without Jukang.
I need another prop on, so she's staying. Sorry, they did call you, but I think you still
Gives
need
me a
a prop
breakdown
on,
here of the Jugang is staying off and Haney staying on.
Come on.
Just didn't quite hear the referee the first time. Now that's cleared up.
Access.
Clear space between Ireland and Italy no matter what happens here, but Ireland will not want to concede any points.
15. That's one stop going sideways. Get ready to use it.
Ireland
Red headgear is
standing
fine.
up to the Italian power at the moment, but now they're trying to go through
Red headgear is fine.
Bitonci,
I have blue down on the knee. Hang on.
and now it is Bitonci. Rigoni pumping the legs and getting close, but just short. Still in play though, still there for, oh, Rigoni!
The question whether she held in contact, she didn't release to carry again. So I suppose it would be a team overview.
Yeah, okay. Cindy, Tamo. The on-field decision is no try. We haven't got a clear grounding. Can you please check?
Checking the grounding and also the lead up to that.
Yeah, agree that the actions of yellow headgear and how she grounded.
Yes.
Well, if it works, that's very clever because there is a clear release.
Yep.
There's players behind her.
Looks like it could be a try, but again,
There's a ruck. There are players who are bound in this breakdown here behind her. She cannot stand up in the middle of the ruck and play the ball. As she's in offside position, she needs to be the last player in that breakdown. Yeah, she was the ball, but there are players behind her now.
Okay, referee, please. Yeah, Ella, those are your best angles.
So you don't see that there was a breakdown? Zini, we just need to establish if there is a ruck. If there is a ruck, she cannot stand up in an offside position and play the ball. If there are players bound onto behind her. If there's no player bound, she's allowed to stand up and play the ball and score the try. So can I just see
The
another?
ruck is over. There is no ruck.
Okay.
She stands up, plays the ball, and then grounds it clearly.
Okay, so we'll come back on me. I'll just explain this one then.
Please do.
Sorry. Hey, can you come off the field, please? Okay, so you're back on the field. So I'll explain the decision. There is no ruck, so she's allowed to stand up, let go of the ball, and score the try. So she is in an onside position, so the try will stand. Okay?
It's one of the cleverest tries you'll see. Rigoni getting Italy second.
very clever, I must say. That's just, this was a rugby IQ there. We're only a very experienced player. Just to see the opportunity, see there was no ruck formed.
And she extracts all 7. Probably too little to make an impact on the destination of the result, but pride at stake for Italy, and Rigoni with that try gets them their first score in the second half. Will that give them a boost? 15 on 15 again. That was confirmed just before that phase of play. That's Giordano. Italy, who look and seem to feel a bit more confident after that try. Playing from deep. Stefanen didn't get very far, but they recycle. Luzzo. You don't want to get anyone isolated. That's knocked on, but it is a penalty to Italy. Ireland offside.
Number 7. Offside. on your front lifter, just open.
You'll be watching replays of that try for a long time to come.
It's got a bit askew.
There's a clear compete in the middle. Not straight. What do you want?
They're used to new rules there, or uncompeted, so
Good.
it had to be,
Middle.
called not straight.
Scrum or line out, not straight option. Line up. Take the line up. Good. Lucky I checked, hey? Green numbers. Ladies, what's your numbers, please?
Clean Maloney.
Open, open.
Not only is it good to have a player of her literal strength,
In and
but
set.
metaphorical strength around the panel, around the squad, around Irish rugby.
Absolutely, what she brings is invaluable, and just her heart and desire for the green jersey as well. So it's great to see her flourishing in the squad.
And now she's got the ball tucked under her arm after Wall gave it to her. Lane looks for a break.
Off the head.
King showing her skills. Wall showing her power. Lane. O'Brien.
Front, stop, stop, stop.
That's fumbled and knocked on again. Musso. And I don't think that's the first time that's happened to her.
Well, that's the second time in a similar position as well, unfortunately, for Muzo. Very uncharacteristic of her.
She took a knock in the first half and it looked like maybe she wasn't going to come back. She has,
Mark set.
and has made some uncharacteristic errors.
Prime attacking opportunity here for Ireland now again. Their scrum has got dominance. I'm sure they use that here to try
Let's keep square
get
again
every
this
inch out of
side,
it as
okay,
they
keep
can.
square.
And Dan O'Brien is not aiming her kicks to where she's aiming them by accident.
Crouch. Bind. Set, steady. Steady.
Lane. Hogan breaks and then gives.
Backwards.
Lane backwards, so that's okay. Lane, is she away? She is away. Lane's going to get over surely. No, no, a good tackle, and Italy get back and securing the possession was Capomaggi.
Very good last-ditch tackle there from Italy, forcing that turnover in the tackle.
Going at the scrum. Scrum.
It's frustration and a disappointment for Lane, who must have thought she was in. But it ends in an Italian scrum.
We have a lot of movement. Ladies, just listening, a lot of movement before the set.
It was a
Stepping
good
around
tackle. I
the
think it
front.
was
Can we hold, please,
Veronese
okay?
who got there.
Really good cover tackle.
Set our feet, don't hit and chase. Crouch. Bind. Set, steady, hold. Stay square.
Tonchi trying to carry out as Giordano runs into a green wall.
And use it, 21. Stay.
Tonchi. Italy,
Nice,
go
nice
ahead.
clearing kick there. Good, give her pressure. There was pressure from Irish defence, put pressure on that breakdown. So really good clearance there.
Italy. Thanks.
Ireland take it quickly. King moved it off. Brittany Hogan. Good hands from Haney. Flood. Just check her run, even though McGann was outside. Lane. Maloney. Lane.
Play wide balls outside
Popped
of
up
me.
for O'Brien.
Lock
Goes
on.
forward off of McMahon, and Italy have the advantage.
No advantage, just kicked it out straight on the full. No advantage. Knock on.
Flat pass there. Look,
Under
the
pressure.
option was on, just a very flat pass. Unfortunately, just right on the point of contact.
So towards the, okay, sorry. I'm just going to walk a few meters this way. Good news, Izzy. Okay. Here we go. Let's hit the standard. Last round's good.
Ireland
Inside
seeing
shoulders
this one
up.
home.
Stability.
but they want more.
Crouch. Bind. Stand up, stand up, stand up.
Just seems to be a lot of movement in the scrum at the set before they set anything.
Our heads are below our shoulders, so if we need more space to be able to get our shoulders up, we need to find it, okay? This side. This side, I'm okay. Please, chest out, shoulders up. Crouch. Bind. Set, steady, hold. Play away.
Lanfranchi, Italy play it. Rigoni kicks through, but Italy run out of pitch.
Not quick, it's been touched. Yep. Numbers, ladies, please. 5.
Well, victories for this Ireland team have not been given in this tournament in recent years, so to do it by the distance that they're going to do it is a significant boost. To go away with the bonus point, even better. They showed in WXV1 that they compete with the best they can compete with the best in the world. Last week they showed glimpses of what's possible. Today they've done what they've needed to do. Wall, Lane, O'Brien, cushion chip over the top, and chasing is Dalton. Oh, Dalton has it and just couldn't keep a hold of it. It was fumbled forward, and the referee says it is an Italian decision.
Unfortunately there for Dalton, really good chase on that kick, got the bounce. Unfortunately just a little spill there. But again, look at that option, look at the confidence with O'Brien looking at those backfield options. Really good hang time on the ball.
Keep the speed in the game, mark set.
Well, either way, she is the player of the match.
I think that's a really good option. The work she's done even off the ball has been immense. The line she's around the defender, she sat down. And defensively she's been very strong as well, forcing those turnovers. So like 7 carries, 15 tackles, and over 37 metres gained is a nice stat for anyone. So I say well-deserved player of the game.
And a try as well. Hasn't been a bad day for her. Italy being driven backwards. This is really good from Ireland. And they've turned it over. And here's Lane. And here's McMahon, tackled by Rigoni. Stolen back by Italy, but illegally so. And it is a penalty to Ireland.
Taking the 9, number 8. What do you want to do, sorry, Captain? Okay.
Well, that's the try that started it all for Ireland today. There was actually a fumble in the lead into it, but Dalton recovered it well and finished it well. And it could be a good finish, a big finish for Ireland here.
Eyes up, please, hand up. Girls on you, please. Yep.
It's a very, very different feeling to the Ireland-Italy game last year, and the now under reconstruction RDS.
I think they'll be much happier with this, especially away as well, because Italy away are tough, but Ireland have just been solid today. They're showing some real promise, so it's great to see.
Both the Irish squad and the venue that game was held in last year under reconstruction, and both reconstructions going well.
Down by your player.
Here's Dalton, support from Flood.
Tackle release, need a grab.
Rigoni rips it, but it's a penalty to Ireland.
Knee was to ground. Tackle release, please.
Clear frustration on Rigoni's face there. It's just the timing.
Marks here, please, ladies. On the 5.
Clever by Dalton there, getting her knee to the ground, forcing the tackle to be called.
Crouch! Bind!
Ireland had the bonus point secured by half-time, and I think it's fair to say as soon as Dugang went over for that 5th try, and maybe even before it, they had the win secured. Hogan once more, it's opened up for Hogan. It's a try. It's an extremely well taken one as well. and it's Brittany Hogan.
That's an impact. That's to talk about impact subs. Both Hogan and Ball both getting on the score sheet in the second half. But really good clarity there as 8. I suppose Hogan shows have a lot of experience at 8 also. Just really good there. Quick tap, sees the gap in front of you and goes for it, so fair play. And you'll always back her in those tight areas.
Someone tell them we'll have a restart. Yep.
6 tries for Ireland. That's a good day. O'Brien looking to add another conversion. And you just wonder, will Ireland play it from this kickoff, or will they go for try number 7? Or will they just kick it dead and celebrate the victory?
You never know, the way they're playing, they might chase it. Sometimes you know when you're in games like that and you know you're on top, and you know you have momentum. It's very addictive to try and keep playing.
Lane.
Take it back.
O'Brien, they want to play it, they want more. Flood, they'll take a chance, and it's a chance that might work out. No, Blue has the ball. I wonder, will Italy try and play it, or are they happy enough to just end this game? No, Granzotto pinned the ears back there. Have Ireland turned it over? It spills kindly for Ranucci. Ranuccini, I beg your pardon. Wall goes hunting for that ball. Ireland have the scrum if they wanted. There was a knock on.
You have a scrum advantage, 9.
Hogan places it. Lane. Ireland going through the hands. Maloney offloads well to Haney. Haney away. Is that O'Brien escaping down the right? I think it might have been Maloney instead. It was O'Brien, and it's McGann who'll complete her hat-trick. Fantastic. McGann with the hat-trick. Ireland with 7 tries. O'Brien with a good break to get it to her.
That you love to see, just back yourself even the time was gone to take the opportunity. Well played. Really good hands here from everyone, good linking. Good ball here by O'Brien, just putting him again into space. She had a lot of work to do. Put on the gas, and really good finish. 3 tries.
She knew she was away and she could enjoy those final few seconds. And O'Brien who put her in for that try. McGann's hat-trick. Kicks it between the posts, and that's a very fine finish for Ireland. A fine performance. There has been some very tough away days for Ireland in recent years, but things are beginning to turn. The green wave is getting stronger and stronger all the time. Ireland get the victory. 7 tries, including a hat-trick for McGann. And whatever the coaching staff and the squad are doing, it is working. Italy were poor, no doubt about that, but Ireland made them look that way at times. And the final score is Italy 12, Ireland 54.
Thank you, Oisín, and thank you,